we have the second leg of the semi-final of the Europa League and the final game of the season. Just hopefully not the final episode. Welcome back. We've played Celtic once already. We have them in the second leg to kick off the episode, and then we're playing Mainz in the league. The league game is relatively important. As I say, we're not carrying on anyway, but if we can pick up a win, we'll guarantee 7th place. I haven't even checked what that means cup-wise. So it's between Frankfurt and Bayern Munich, both of which are already kind of above us anyway. So it looks like 7th place is up for grabs, which is good. We have a few games for me to update you on, but before we jump into that, if you'll do me the favour of liking and subscribing, show your support on the channel, it would be greatly appreciated. So after our mauling of Villarreal in the previous episode, we followed that on with a 2-0 win at home against Hertha Berlin, one of the stronger teams in the division, if you remember. Then, unfortunately, sunk to a 2-1 loss against Bayern Munich. We did manage to get ourselves back on even terms. Didn't take them long to get back in the lead, though, unfortunately. And our most recent league game was a 1-0 win against Arminia Bielefeld, where Soliom scoring a game for us in 10 minutes before the end. We got quite a heavily rotated squad again, because we wanted to make sure we're fresh as possible for this Celtic one. And the away leg for us, John Joe Kenny took the lead for Celtic just after half-time. We managed to pull it back, did get ourselves into the lead 5 minutes before the end of time, and then in the 95th minute, there was an equaliser for Celtic. A little bit annoying, but I've just realised it's not John Joe Kenny, it's Johnny Kenny. Could very well be related. I also don't particularly care. So we are able to field a pretty much full-strength team. The only player we're missing out on still is Rodenberg. He's still got his, pulled groin, but he's due back in 3 days. Hopefully he'll be back for the final, should we make it. The other legs is 1-1. I think Barcelona are at home for this one. So at the Villarreal's ground, the Mestalla, it was 1-1. So they're quite even as well. We have really good chance to be able to pull something out here. So we've got Hornios in goal, Dua, Karolchuk and Betenko, Charis and Velison outside of Jansian with Senga and Stozic in front, and then Aquino and Karadimir up top. We've got a free kick, quite deep on that left side. Stozic puts it towards Dua at the back post. Brilliant save. Oh no. Brilliant save, dropped out to Betenko. His header was then picked up by Karadimir, who volleyed it against the post. A corner. Connell's putting it in for Celtic, towards the middle, and it is nodded away by Karolchuk. Abada's going to pick up that loose ball for Celtic. Hopefully, we make a cheeky little interception and attack on our own. Our goalie's lumped it forward. It doesn't seem like the one where normally it's lumped forward and then it results in it being a goal against us. Did generally just seem like a clearance, but the ball's still going, which is a concern. Connell puts through Kenny, and he once more has dinked it over the goalkeeper. Fortunately, it's gone wide. We are into the second half now. We're looking definitely the stronger of the two teams. The other game is also 0-0, except for Guillemot on Valencia's team managed to get himself sent off in the 32nd minute. So realistically, it's probably going to be Barcelona progressing there, but it's 0-0 still, so anything could happen. Stozic has the ball in the middle for us. We are definitely the better of the two teams in this game, but again, it's 0-0 here. So all we need is the ball to be plonked in one of the nets, and everything's going to change. Kenny, Lynch, Connell working together quite well. Oh, and he's put it over. That was really fortunate, because our defence just split like the Red Sea then. We've got a free kick just outside the area. Karadimir is stepping over it. Top right, lad. Go on. Whenever you want. The walls fell apart. Oh, he's done it. He's sunk it. It's his 26th of the season, and it actually is, because I looked before the game and he had 25, so we're not being lied to there. And we have got the lead. 51 minutes in. It should fall into our pockets as well now, because they're going to have to press more, and then that will allow us and kind of our style to take advantage of that. Velison throws short to Stozic and takes it straight back off him. Back into Stozic one more. Jansian puts towards Charis at the back post. Oh, and a brilliant save from Hazard in goal for Celtic. So we've made 2 subs. 65th minute. We are all over them stats-wise. We've brought in Piatkowski and Soliom for our centre defensive mid, who was Jansian and Stozic. So those two were a bit tired. In Jansian's case, wasn't performing very well, to be fair. We are into the last 15. I am going to start going a little bit stinky. Just a tiny bit. Try and slow the game down a bit. We've got an XG of over 3, and it's only 1-0. So I am just waiting for a goal or something to happen. The Barcelona-Villarreal Valencia, we've already knocked them out. Barcelona-Valencia game is still 0-0. So Velisson has a free kick really deep on that left side. Puts it towards the back post. Oh, and we've hit the crossbar, and then one of their players booted it against his teammate's head. So we've got a corner on the left side. It's going to be put in by Aquino. We've got a few people around. There's a gap at the near post. Plays it short, takes it back off him, and he was offside. What an incredible waste of time. So there's only a few minutes left of the game now. Barcelona have just taken the lead. So it looks, at the moment, like it might be us against Barca in the final. But as we know, there's still a few minutes left. So I'm going to pause it, and I'm going to go real stinky. I don't expect there was going to be another highlight anyway, but I don't fancy waiting to find out. So we'll do that. It has taken effect. Oh, there's a highlight. It's taken effect. There's 2 minutes of the game left. Duisburg, Betenko, in towards Karademir. Brilliant. Oh, and the ball's passed back to the goalkeeper. It does allow us to attack again. I think Aquino is offside, but we've got the ball in their net. I mean, it's counted. Okay, we didn't get to check. It's 2-0. We're through, realistically, unless we absolutely fall apart, which that pass signifies we might do. Yeah, okay, now we get the offside. Oh wait, no, it is ruled out. I'm confused. I'm confused and scared. It's fine. I had no reason to be scared. Both games finish 1-0. So it's us against Barcelona in the final. A fitting end to this series. Took us a million years to get up to the Bundesliga. First season we get into Europe. Second season we get to the final of a European competition. For the final game of the season, we're able to go with a full strength team because the final isn't for like another 11 or 12 days. So we're going full whack. Hornios in goal. Karolchuk, Duisburg and Betenko, but we're just going to swap them two. Charis, Velisson and Jonsian as the next three. Senga and Stosic completing the midfield with Aquino and Karademir up top. Amusingly, the final, obviously Barcelona knocked Valencia out in the previous round, semi-final. It's going to be held at the Nuevo Mestalla, which is, I think that stands for New Mestalla. So it's at Valencia's ground. So they could have had a final on home turf, but they don't, which is a shame for them. We are keeping an eye on Hertha Berlin's game. They are currently playing against Leipzig, who are one of the top 2 teams in the league. It's 1-1 over in their game. As long as we equal or better their result, then we'll hold on to 7th. Stosic has the ball on the left side. Aquino, and his shot's gone all the way through. Araujo probably could have done better with it, but he didn't. Half an hour on the clock. We're 1-0 to the good. Biro has a throw-in on the left. Charis tried to intercept, wasn't able to get there in time. Guzman all the way back to Gullikson, I think the guy's name was. Araujo, they seem to be playing a formation not dissimilar from ours, to be fair. But we're keeping them honest. That's good. Stosic puts it towards Karademir, but Kola makes the interception. Bergman, and we've got another interception. I'm loving those interceptions. Don't let them make their passes. Beautiful. Charis, Duisburg, all the way back to his goalkeeper. Hernyo? That's not his name. Stosic. We're trying a lot of ambitious passes. Karademir's been put through in the area, and he squeezed it past the goalkeeper. I'm pretty sure he was onside. We'll have a little wonder and see what the ref's playing at. Been given. Wonderful. Let's have a look at the lines, shall we? So, Stosic, but this is just going to be a normal replay. I don't know why they do the normal replay first, and then the one with the lines when they've gone to VAR. Just show me the lines straight away. Give me the lines now. Line me up. No, that's something different. Look at that. Perfectly onside. Let's move on, quick. No one saw it. Hertha Berlin have actually just lost. What am I trying to say? They're losing the game now. No, they're not. They've equalised. Could have just not said anything. 20 minutes left. We've made 3 subs. We've brought in Nupert, Mavondo and Rodenberg. 4, bear with me. I can see here, Charis, Jonsian and Senga. Mixture between fresh legs and performance not being as high as the rest of the team. But we've got 15 minutes left now. It's looking like it's all but done, so we'll drop some praise on them. Karolchuk makes the interception on the free kick. Puts it to Karademir. Nice little 1-2 between them. Oh, and a brilliant save from their goalkeeper. Kola has picked it up. There's a joke there somewhere, but my brain won't let me think of it in time. Velisson throwing up towards Aquino on that left side. All the way back down to Velisson. I keep going to call him like the thrower and the throw-in taker. That's just not what they're called. Aquino's got his 20th of the season as well. Strikers are having a wonderful time, considering how quiet Aquino had been. Probably towards the end of last year, I think he wasn't the most prolific. He's really picked up this season, which is good. And Velison still doing bits, absolute bits, smashing work from the boys, confirming ourselves in 7th place. So whoever wins between Bayern or Frankfurt is going to keep 7th open for us. So we should have some European football regardless of what happens. And here we have it, the Europa League final. It's previously been won by Inter. The year before was Berlin, Hoffenheim and Leipzig. So there's a history of it being won by German teams. So we'll look to carry that on. If Karademir can get himself 4 goals in the final, he'll be top scorer, which is definitely going to happen. We will be back for that. I have squeezed in a little friendly against the team called EM United. So I don't have a clue who they are, but keep fitness up and morale. So hopefully we'll give them an absolute stuffing. And I can tell you about that when we come back for the next and final episode. But if you have enjoyed this one, do me a favour, like and subscribe, show your support on the channel, it'd be greatly appreciated. As I mentioned earlier, there'll be some items on screen so you can carry on watching. And yeah, thank you very much for your time.